Hello viewers, for DIYers here with another video for everyone. In this particular video here, I'll be showing you how to remove the factory radio on a first generation Toyota Tacoma. You may notice some variations between the years. This is a 2001 model equipped with the double DIN unit. First, start by disconnecting the negative terminal on the battery. The interior was partially apart when I bought this truck, so I'll try to fill in any missing components as I go along. This trim piece is held in with two push-in clips, one on each side as shown by the exposed holes. Push in the center of the clip, then remove, and the panel can be lifted out. Next is disconnecting the electrical connectors on the rear. For this I have two 12-volt power ports and the factory security LED. Here's the back side of the panel. There is also two snap clips, one along the top on the right side and another along the left side. Remove the ashtray, depress the top metal portion, and pull straight out. There will be a phillips screw on the bottom which needs to be removed. For the HVAC panel, pull off the rotational knobs. They simply slide out of their location. They have alignment grooves, so the position can't be mixed up. If your fingers are too large, use a nylon trim tool to unclip the HVAC panel. Start from the one outer hole and move your way along across the panel. Here's a view on the back side. Remove the two phillips screws hidden behind that HVAC panel holding on the bezel. Using a nylon trim tool, you can start either at the top or bottom, it doesn't really matter. Carefully remove the radio bezel. There will be various clips around the trim. Take your time, especially if it's cold, as the plastic can crack easier. Disconnect the plug on the rear for the passenger side airbag switch. The yellow connector has a spring-loaded locking latch which needs to be pushed back when disconnecting. Disconnect the cigarette lighter at the bottom. Then remove the light on the ashtray which pulls out. I used pliers for added grip. A view behind where the bezel was. As you can see, there is four 8mm bolts holding in the radio. Another view behind that trim panel after it's been removed. Here you can see the various clips and screw mounting points. Make sure you remove the CD if it's still in the radio, as you won't be able to do this after. I had to hook the battery up for this. Then remove the four 8mm bolts. There will be two on each side. Pull the radio straight out. Pull out the antenna wire, it just slides into place. The plug on the rear, it comes out in two pieces. There will be tabs which are depressed to unclip it, then remove. I did install an aftermarket Android head unit, so if you haven't seen that video, be sure to check it out. As for reassembly, it's in reverse of removal. Considering I have already installed a new head unit, next is installing the radio bezel. First, start with the electrical connectors at the bottom, as you do have easier access to these. Make sure you don't mix up the 12-volt auxiliary and cigarette lighter connectors as they are interchangeable. Reinstall the ashtray light. Reconnect the passenger side airbag switch. Make sure no wires are pinched while pushing the trim back into place. The clips may not align with the holes, and that can prevent the trim from seating correctly, so be mindful of that. You should be able to look at the sides of the trim. The space should be the same all the way around. Install the screws around the HVAC panel. Snap the HVAC panel back into place. Push on the knobs. Install the screw at the bottom. Reinstall the lower trim piece. First is connecting the electrical plug for the 12-volt auxiliary ports and security light. Again, make sure no wires are pinched, then push it back into place. My clips were missing. I replaced those with generic fir tree style clips. They are simply matched up with the size of the holes they're clipped into. Finally, clip the ashtray back into place. Once done, reconnect the battery. New videos released every week on my channel. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button. It's a huge help to me, and leave a comment below if you found this tutorial helpful. Don't forget to follow my social media pages such as Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter to keep up to date with my latest projects. And if you're not a subscriber, be sure to also hit that subscribe button. Thank you for watching.